to welcome all of you to the Sacramento State Campus and to the College of Education 29th Annual Scholarship and Better Together Partnership Awards Reception and Celebration. Thank you. Since 1989, the college has come together to honor our meritorious students and the college's. Tonight we also honor the Colleges of Education's Better Together Partnership Award recipients. These awards have played an important role in allowing the College of Education to recognize individuals, community organizations, businesses and business leaders, talented educators, and exemplary schools who go above and beyond in their contribution of time and resources to improving the state of local public education. We are so excited to celebrate their accomplishments. The theme, Better Together, communicates the College of Education's belief that it takes a total community effort to meet the exceptional challenges facing public education today. Tonight's reception also marks the finale of our second annual Celebrate Ed Week of events to celebrate the scholars, partners, and innovators who are making change happen in Californians' education. Over the last week, we've hosted many events, including open classes, a lecture by Stanford Professor Emeritus Michael Kirst, who is the current president of California State Board of Education, and the Reinvent Ed competition. It's been a busy week, but it has been very gratifying to see the response we've had to celebrating the field and many different professions in education. I hope you all can join us for the next few years. Well, we have a very tight schedule for the evening ahead, so I'd like to move on with our evening's agenda. The College of Education at Sacramento State has a deep belief in the power of partnerships. The college has a long tradition of collaborating with local districts, community partners, and practitioners to prepare highly qualified candidates to meet the professional, personnel, and community needs of our region. This next award is evidence of the power of partnership. The Sacramento chapter of Phi Delta Kappa established an annual award with the College of Education that is given to a local educator who is honored by another of the college's community partners, ABC 10. You may be familiar with ABC 10's Teacher of the Month and Teacher of the Year program. The Teacher of the Month award allows the Sacramento State College of Education, ABC 10, and another of our partners, School Financial's Credit Union, to profile an outstanding local educator monthly. Of those honored, one is selected as the ABC 10 Teacher of the Year. The college's own Curriculum, Assessment, Technology, and Teaching Excellence Committee makes the monthly and annual selection of educators honored with this wonderful award. This year's winner of the Phi Delta Kappa Sacramento Golden Apple Award is Alma Lepe-Santana. Miss Lepe-Santana She's a special education preschool teacher at John Earhart Elementary School in the Elk Grove Unified School District. She was nominated for the Teacher of the Month honor by the entire staff of her school, from her fellow teachers, the principal, to the school's cafeteria and custodial staff. She is known for her kindness, compassion, and the pure joy she brings to both her classroom and school. Ms. Lepe-Santana has selected last June in a televised program as the ABC 10 2017-18 Teacher of the Year. Please join me in welcoming Alma Lepe-Santana to the podium.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I feel really honored having this. So I'm just going to take a little bit of your wonderful time and talk a little bit what's made me the Teacher of the Year. First and foremost, I want to thank the College of Education, I'm honored to be part of the Students' Scholarship and Better Together Partnership Awards ceremony. It feels fantastic to be here this evening to celebrate all of the scholarship recipients. I appreciate this opportunity to share just a few words about what has inspired me to become an educator and what I believe has made me successful for myself, my students, and their parents. First, I have to tell you, I am beyond passionate. Teaching is my true passion, and I love it so much that Mondays at John Earhart Elementary School are my favorite days. I call Mondays marvelous Mondays. And when I see my students in the morning circle, I said, oh, I feel another week of opportunities will unfold to work with them and their families. Everyone in my classroom is treated with special kindness and respect. I make it my job to get to know the parents, the grandparents, and the child care providers of all of my students. I give them the opportunity to show me how they work with their child at home. I believe from my heart of hearts that I give of myself, and the more I give, the more I receive. Finding my passion in teaching helps me to tap into my creativity and knowing that I can make a positive difference in the lives of others, which makes Mondays, once again, marvelous Mondays. I just love them. I am committed to the life of each of my students in special needs class, but I can't do it by myself. I have a fantastic team. One of them happens to be Jody Bruno, and the other is Lee Schaefer. They're my right and my left hands. And then my physical therapist, Mr. JV, my occupational therapist assistant, Jason, my speech and language pathologist, my vision and deaf and hard of hearing teacher. Without their support, I wouldn't be able to implement all that I need to do for my students. The biggest thing I think I do is listen. I listen because I know if I'm not listening, I'm going to miss out. What is actually being said? I listen carefully. Even if I believe I'm a good listener, I have to be empathetic and understanding because I have not been challenged with a child that happens to have all of these challenges: vision, physical, mental, or hearing. So when you listen, you really tell the parents, the care providers, I love you. I also attribute another of my success in regards to the passion of taking care of myself. I ballroom. Yes, I have to dance. If you don't dance, it's just too boring. And the other thing is I take care of my mind and my body. I make sure every day I do my exercise and I center myself before I go into my classroom. Because I know I'm taking care of myself, I can take care of all of the students. So in closing, I'd like to leave you with some super powerful quotes. One of them is a man named Louis Braille. He happens to be the inventor of a code, which is a system of reading and writing, and that's used for blind or visually impaired persons. The other person I like to quote is Helen Keller. She was blind and deaf, but she had a great teacher. She became an author, political advocate, and a lecturer. She was the very first deaf and blind person to receive her Bachelor's of Arts degree. And the third one is Asil Jamal. And who is he? He is a motivational speaker, a fantastic author, and someone who thinks about others. And fourthly, Dr. Elva Duran. And who is she? You got to know her. She is a professor at Sacramento State College of Education. And fifth, Curtis L. Carlson. You say, well, that name doesn't sound familiar. Well, he's an entrepreneur. He started with a loan of $55 and said, you know, I know how to help. He helped by bringing in the idea of stamps. So every time you walked into the store, you got a little stamp and you filled out the book, and he made his millions. And he goes, oh, now I could invest. And he gave back to the community. He now owns the Reticence Hotels and TGIF Fridays. So I would like to just quote from what Louis Braille said. Access to communication is the widest sense, is access to knowledge. And that is vitally important for us if we're not to go on being despised or patronized by condescending-sided people. We do not need pity, nor do we need to be reminded that we're vulnerable. We must be treated as equal, and communication is the way that we can bring this about. Second, Helen Keller, the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Asim Jamal, we may be one person in the world, but we may be the world to one person. Lastly, Dr. Elba Duran, it's important to make every day count because life is short and there's a lot to do in teaching in life. And if you could please read out loud what I gave you in the table, which will summarize my passion for teaching, I would just absolutely love it. With integrity, wherever you go, go as the leader. Whomever you serve, serve with care. Whenever you dream, dream with your all.
And never ever give up.
And I know all of you can do it. Thank you.